recalling how Vrykolakas had said something about delivering me to a friend. I couldn't fathom who that could be, but I was sure to find out soon enough. I was preoccupied with my new body. Or was it my old one? If I'd been restored exactly to my old self before turning, surely the old ache in my leg would have returned. But it seemed that I had turned human from my vampire's perfected form. Vrykolakas couldn't simply turn back the hands of time then. Whatever he had done, it had been effective enough, draining my powers and returning my humanity to me. A chill raced through my body, and I ran my hands over my limbs to generate some warmth, realizing that I felt more sensation than I had as a vampire, as if my nerves had awakened. They would make me more vulnerable to pain and pleasure, more human and open to manipulation. Without my heightened senses, this development made me uneasy, but I would need to adjust my deficiencies quickly if I was going to complete the task set before me, if I ever hoped to return to that powerful form. The carriage driver called something that I couldn't make out, and the carriage began to slow. A minute later, all was still. My breathing was so loud in my ears, my pulse quickening as the unknown lay before me. I did not enjoy this feeling of helplessness. "You received the notice ahead of my arrival, I take it? You had a month?" A man's voice, probably the driver. "I admit it took me by surprise, but I was able to secure accommodations," came the reply from a woman. An older woman. Something about her voice was familiar, or perhaps it was the cadence of her speech. "Are the particulars of the communication accurate?" "That they are. Would you like me to release him here or inside?" "Here will do nicely. The Duke's staff need not see this. It would raise unnecessary questions." "Very well, my lady." A cracking to my left made me flinch, and I scrabbled back as debris fell into the coffin, as did a faint glow of light. Despite the light, I could tell that it was dark outside. There was a flickering, like that of a lantern nearby. That fact did little to slow my racing heart. I had no idea what to expect when the lid was removed from the coffin. Whose mercy would I be entrusted to? A crowbar lifted the cover slowly, coaxing nails out by the force exerted against it. In a moment, it came free, and the lid was shoved aside to reveal cool night air and the dark interior of a wagon. I blinked as I slowly rose to find a long-faced man watching me with indifference. He seemed to be assuring himself that I was unharmed. When he turned to the woman beside him, he nodded. "Right as rain he is, delivered as promised." "Count, is that you?" a woman asked. I hesitated. "You may have me at a disadvantage, I'm afraid," I said in a restrained reply. A sigh. "That's him, all right. Thank you." "Pleasure doing business with you," the driver said, reaching out to help me to my feet. I found that I was unsteady, and I welcomed the hand as I was settled onto solid ground, where I took a moment to dust off a smart suit. I hadn't been wearing anything earlier, so this had to have been procured for me by Vrykolakas, as had the coach. Whether the driver was a servant of the vampire god or merely under hypnosis, I wasn't sure. Whenever I utilized trance magic on a victim, it left them in a dreamlike state, able to accept only simple commands. The driver's actions seemed coherent, but that may have been a testament to the superior skills of Vrykolakas. The driver was already pulling away when I turned to regard my benefactor, whose generosity I was so reliant upon. I squinted at the woman. It was dark, and, unlike the driver, she didn't carry a lantern. My vision clearly wasn't what it used to be, as previously I would have been able to make out the pores on this woman's face, no matter how little light. I drew closer, and the woman hardly registered the movement. It took me a second to realize that it was because she was blind. My eyes darted to the cane at her side. "Do I know you?" She scoffed.